What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday fun day. Stopping in for a quick live stream, chat with everybody. So I got not much going on right now this Sunday. Got done with some work early, having a few pours. What's good? How's everybody's weekend been? I'm sipping on some Loch Lomond. This is an 18-year-old Loch Lomond. Cheapest 18-year-old I've ever seen. It was something like less than $70, which is pretty ridiculous for an 18-year-old. So going back to this, I opened it a few weeks ago. And then I'll probably sip some Port Charlotte. So yeah, just going to hang out. What's good? We got a few folks in the chat already. Donner Pass, my good friend from another coast. How are you? Slancha, happy Sunday. Happy afternoon for you, right? 4:30, 4:45. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, Mr. French is in the house. What's up, French? Just Telex joining. No, this is a little impromptu. So funny thing you bring that up, though. So starting this week, Telex and I are going to be doing live reviews of the same whiskeys on Tuesday. So that should be a lot of fun. I'll share that later if anybody else joins too. But this week we're going to do the Aaron 21. So that should be pretty good. Sunday night pours though, man. It sets off the week just right. Donner's saying he really wants to pick up that Loch Lomond 18. You know, I can't tell you not to. I haven't done a review or anything of this, but I've spent a little bit of time with it. But I got to say, for $70, it holds up. It's definitely got some interesting notes to it. Stuff that I'm not quite used to. It has kind of a dampness to it, a mustiness. Yeah. Decent amount of complexity, I think, that is just waiting to be uncovered. Solid mouthfeel, sweet. A lot of like sugary spice, and really develops into, God, man, it's interesting. There's definitely like a minerality to it. It's just a lot. Coffee, mocha kind of thing going. It's not bad. Worth getting yourself a taste of it, for sure. I mean, at $70, it's an 18-year-old whiskey, right? You can't go wrong. Oh, look at this. Nice. Yeah, man. If you're around Tuesday night, crack that thing open with us. We're going to taste it live. You know, Telex and I have been doing, mostly because of COVID, just kind of, he does a review. Obviously, I do the live happy hour before that, and we kind of just hang out, talk whiskey, learn a little bit about what he's reviewing. If it's something I've had, we'll talk about it. So this week, we're going to switch it up a bit. And I think going forward, we're going to try to adhere to this as much as possible. We're going to try to review the same whiskeys at the same time. So he's got a sample in the mail to me of the Aaron 21, which he picked up recently. I'm going to be checking out. They got some like new label to that one. I've never had it. I've never actually had much of the Aaron stuff, so we'll be checking out. You should crack that open for sure, man. We'll see what's going on. Oh, look who's here. It's Swami. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? What's cafe? Is it like coffee? I think so. You know, like a mocha. I don't want to speak too much above your level there, buddy. Coffee's a sophisticated thing. Holiday season. It's holiday season now, man. 4th of July just passed. You should crack it open. No, I hear you. I'm saving a bottle for holiday season as well. The Glengoyne 25. I'm going to crack that thing open Probably right around Christmas time. I don't know. It's one of those bottles. I picked it up for like $3.30, which is probably the cheapest I've ever seen it. I went back to that same shop to see if I could grab another, and the prices went up to $4.10. Just like that, man. 2 months. It was like a 2-month span. So, needless to say, I won't be buying another bottle of Glencoe 25 anytime now. So I hope this thing is a killer. I'm gonna have to savor it. Anyways, but Donner, seriously, check out this Loch Lomond 18, man. This is nothing to sneeze at. It's a lot better than you'd expect. I don't know quite what I think about it yet. They've been doing some funky stuff there. Yeah, man, it's 46%. Down-chill filtered. That's all you could ask for. Sub $70? Come on. Stupid. It's basically free. Swami, you ever had Loch Lomond 18? Or any Loch Lomond for that matter? I don't know if that gets up your way in Canada. It's different. Anyways, I'm going to check out probably some more of their stuff. I've heard a lot of good things about their 12-year-old. Man, it's chocolatey shit. I don't know if this is even aged in. Donner, do you see this by you at all? I'd love to know how much this runs in your area. I have no idea. This is probably all ex-bourbon, if I'm being honest with you. But what do I know? Let's see. Yeah, doesn't even really tell. I'm gonna have to hunt around to find out what the hell is in this. Shit though, man. 18-year-old for that price, you can't go wrong with that. Yeah, it's just a good price, man. Anyways, after that, I'm going to open up this. Well, I've had a dram of it, so I'm going to crack this open again. This is a Port Charlotte 14-year-old. What is the ABV? 51.1%. This is from that boutique whiskey company who just does these like short bottle releases, which is a little bit annoying because a thing like a Port Charlotte 14 is probably something I'd buy a whole bottle of. But, you know, what can you do? You see it, you grab it. They're not cheap either. These are like $80 a piece. It's just criminal, but yeah, maybe not. It's not too bad for 14. Anyway, so we'll check that out. This Loch Lomond 18 is a good warm-up. Oh, look who's in the house. It's Alan. What's up, buddy? Congrats on your 2K subs, man. I saw that you just posted something about your whiskey collection video. I gotta check that out, man. I'm sure it's enough to make me jealous. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I got your coins sitting on a glass as we speak. This is a single cask Lafroig I got this sitting on. I opened it a little too early. I realized that I didn't need to go to Pete so early. I was bottling up some of this actually for Telex because we're going to do a review of it probably in a few weeks. I don't know if you see this your way, Alan. It's this Lafroig single cask 12-year from Highgrove. I don't understand what this deal is, but maybe you've seen this around before, man. You seen this one? Seems like it's some store in the UK. So maybe if anybody can get their hands on it, it's probably you. 46%, which is a little weak, but it's single cask, 12-year. You don't see independent bottlings of Lafroig ever. I don't know what this is all about. I think this shop just buys a barrel, and they're allowed to sell it or something like that. Check it out. Multiple types, stills, different barley types and casks. All right. Donner Passing is what's up. Good deal. Ooh, 107? Damn. That's a little bit steep, man. I bet you can find well, it depends where you're at, Matt. I suppose, yeah. That's a little steep. Here in the States, man, I don't know, man. You're hard-pressed to find it over 80. Are you getting paid by that boutique whiskey company? I wish. No, man, I bought a couple. So I'm part of this local, this is right before COVID happened. I'm part of this group called the Philadelphia Whiskey Society here in town. And we had a rep come to one of our BYOBs from that boutique, and they poured like probably 15 different bottles. They had like amazing amount of stuff. And so I picked up a whole bunch of bottles from them, and I've been just getting to them. It's been a while. This one I opened a while back on a live. I think I was with Swami, if I'm not mistaken. But I opened this on a live, and I just haven't sipped another drink of it yet. So it's been kind of sitting on it. I wanted to share it with some folks, but then COVID happened. So, not a lot of sharing going on these days. But I got to get another sip of it. It's been too long. Feeling the peat. Yeah, that sounds about right, Donner. I don't see it that much more. This one, like I said, I found this criminal. It was $66. Alan, you ever had Loch Lomond 18? I don't even know. Yeah, man. $70. $70 is like standard. 70 to 80 is standard US price. So it might be a little bit more expensive overseas, but I don't know why it would be. You might be able to find it cheaper by you, Donner. You're set to do a little internet liquor searching. Anyways, I'm telling you, this ain't bad. What are you guys sipping on tonight? Anybody got something good in the glass? I'll probably hang out for a little bit. I can't be going too late, We got those paychecks to earn tomorrow. Yeah, Alan, let me know if you've ever seen this bottle before around you. This isn't the Murren, which I know is from Loch Lomond as well. It's a little bit separate, but I don't know. I don't know if I buy it again, even though it's a good price, but it's nothing to sneeze at. This, however, shit. Port Charlotte 14. 51.1. Color on this is pretty ridiculous. That is a incredibly darker whiskey than the 12. Whew. Oh, Alan's got himself one. You open it yet? I'm going to be curious to hear what you got to say about that one, buddy. That's a cheap whiskey, man. I'm telling you, it's better than it should be for the price. Even with that 18 age, man. For a single malt, like, you still don't find them that well. Matt's in Norway. Alcohol business is government run, so the prices make little sense. Some things are pretty cheap over here. Nothing crazy expensive. Yeah, I hear that, man. I'm in a similar thing. In the States, it's all like based on what state you're in. So I'm in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is all government run. So there's only one liquor store called Fine Wine Good Spirits. And basically, if they don't have it, you can't get it. They're really tight on their shipping over state lines too. But I've definitely found a couple shops that will seem to still just ship over here anyway. Plus, it's about location because Philadelphia is like far southeast corner of Pennsylvania. And so basically what we can do is you can just hop over the river to New Jersey where it's all, private stores, and they got tons of stuff there. So that's usually the hunting ground for me. I can imagine it's got to be a little bit more difficult for you, Matt, if you're not able to hop over the lines. Lost cause in the house, single cash MGP. Oh, interesting. That sounds good, man. What's up? How are you? Weiss. What's up? Happy Sunday fun day, man. How are you? It's in the mail. Oh, right on. Okay. So you got that shipped to you. Good deal. Whew. I don't know if I can recommend. I mean, when I saw this Port Charlotte 14 boutique release, it was one of the quickest clicks I ever made on internet whiskey shopping. I was like, oh yeah, I got to have that. But I'll tell you, it has that signature kind of Brooklotti thing going on. but it doesn't have at least on the nose, it doesn't have the kind of depth you would expect. 14 years, you're getting up there. It's like grape, cherry, a little bit of peat. Again, it's that barley notes for sure. Heavy on the palate though, man. That's solid. Damn. Have any of you guys got your hands on that Port Charlotte 16 that's come out? There was some limited bottling release. I don't know if that was a Feel thing or if it was just a limited release that they did. This must have been 3-4 months ago. Alan, maybe you got a video. Swami might have one up too. I don't know if Swami got his hands on that one. But that's a thing. I know there were a bunch of people trying to get their hands on that Port Charlotte 16. This 14, I'll tell you though, it stands up. It reminds me of the Kilhelm and Lochgorm in a while, which makes me think there might be some sherry age in this. I don't think the regular Port Charlotte has any sherry in it. But this one, man, I'd be surprised if it didn't. It's good though. Right on. You'd love to hear what you guys are sipping on. What's up, Nick? Good to see you, buddy. Ellen saying, look out for the Glenallachie 10 CS batch 3. Oh, really? I still see the batch 1 sometimes, man. I wonder if we're a bit behind on the Glenalachie's. What did you think of that Glenallachie batch 1? Is this, or compared to the 3? You think the 3 is the way to go? I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, I still see that 1 everywhere, man. $70. Oh, here's the batch 3. UK London only, though. From Really Good Whiskey Company. 65. No, they do ship to the US. All right. You let me know, man. If it stands up, maybe I'll pull the trigger and buy that. Batch 3, huh? Yeah, they got a sale price. 52 pounds. So it's $73 or something like that. Yeah. I agree, Luis. Yeah, man, that's exactly what I was just saying. They came and did a thing with us at the Philadelphia Whiskey Society. They came and did a whole tasting session, all that stuff. And of course, we're selling bottles at the end. I got this Port Charlotte 14. I got a Bowmore 15, which is at cast strength. I got a South African whiskey called Three Ships. And I got a Glenelgan, what I want to say, 13 or 14, Glenelgan, which was just super unique. So I had to get a try. But they had a bunch of stuff poured, man. And I'm sure you probably got to try some of these similar things. They had a Altmore 20. They had one of those Isla mix bottles. And they had a couple other ones too. I don't know. I mean, they were pricey because they're these half bottles, but man, it was good. It was really good. Wow. Craigellachie 23 cast strength. That sounds amazing. Damn. Oh, here's the deets. Batch 3 is bourbon, sherry, and virgin oak. Oh, yeah, okay. Sold on that. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll look at that for sure, man. For sure. That sounds really good. It's got to find a decent place that sells it. I think I might have a decent price on it here, though. We'll see. Yeah, that sounds good, man. I'll check it out. Hey, Mark's in the house. What's up, buddy? Happy Sunday, man. How are you? Just sipping on a little Port Charlotte 14, hanging out, just having a pour or two. Probably not going to stay on long tonight. For those of you who didn't catch the beginning, so starting on this Tuesday, Talix and I are going to keep doing our weekly show, but we're going to actually start reviewing the same whiskeys at the same time. So finally, we broke down, went to the mailbox, went to the post office to doing our best to avoid COVID for the last few months. So we haven't been doing it, but we broke down. We're going to do it. We got some samples in the mail to each other this week. I think we're going to be doing the Aaron 21, which is a brand new one. He just got a bottle of. So we're going to be checking that out. So do stay tuned. If you're around Tuesday, hit me up on the happy hour at 8, and then we'll be talking Aaron. So it should be fun. We've been wanting to do joint whiskey reviews for some time, like tasting stuff in real time. But you know, the world didn't have it in the cards. But I think we're in a good place now. Anyway, good to see you, Mark. Thanks for swinging by. Oh, interesting. Straight out. What's up, buddy? I always see you around here, Mal. What's going on? You into whiskey or something? What you sipping on tonight, buddy? I'm doing some Port Charlotte 14, which I gotta say is really pretty good. Normally with the peated stuff, I do like. I don't know. I like the younger peats a lot because what they don't have in complexity, they make up for in just the like hardcore punch of peat smoke, which honestly is what I'm looking for a lot when I get into the peated stuff. That's why I didn't quite take to some of the more like sherry finish, wine finish stuff initially, but now I appreciate it more. But I still, at the end of the day, like this one, for example, like this Port Charlotte 14 is really tasty, but man, I miss the youthful vibrancy of the 10. I mean, the color on this alone compared to the 10, if y'all have seen the 10 before, I mean, this is like night and day. It's crazy. I had a Wild Turkey 101 in pineapple juice. There you go. That's one way to do it. Plus Turkey 101 is freaking fantastic. Great value buy. Good sipping, good neat, good mixer. All around good. You can't go wrong with that. Yeah, that's righteous. So I'll be curious if any of y'all have ever had any of these before. These Port Charlotte releases. This one is specifically batch 7. 662 bottles total. Yeah, for that boutique whiskey. I don't know if they've done any other ones. But I'll be curious if they did, because it might be worth picking up. They're a little expensive, though. The other thing that boutique actually had at that tasting, Luis, that I was talking about, they had an Ardbeg 12. It was like a 12 or 13-year-old Ardbeg. I was going to grab it because, I mean, come on. When's the last time you've seen Ardbeg age statement that's not the 10 or the 13? And this one, but it was like, you get the half bottle, it was like $140. $140 for a 750 mil. It's like, no, I can't be spending that much on an Ardbeg 12. And plus, it just like wasn't all that interesting. That was just too much, man. He says too much peat for me, man. How did it go, Alan? How's the peat excursion been treating you, buddy? I know you've been hitting it hard lately. Did you find anything you really like? Be curious to hear. Alan's been diving in to the peat whiskey for a while now. He's a sherry man by trade. Pushing his boundaries, which is always fun. You let me know, man. I'd be curious if you've had anything that you really liked. I'm assuming you've had a lot of the core range stuff already. That probably was the reason you weren't into it already. Anyways, it's good to see you, buddy. We got 14 folks on, right on. I might have to do another pour after this. What else have I got here? Oh, yeah. I was thinking about sipping some of this, Lafroig 15. This is one of those releases from, boy, when was this? This was their 200th anniversary release. So this was 2015. They redid their 14-year-old or their 15-year-old at 43%. It's not bad. It's a very different Lafroig. You're talking about, Alan, this might be one you need to try if you're not into the heavy peated stuff, because this one, much more chilled, man. It's on manner mode compared to most of the Lafroigs I've had. It's a lot more chill. Jason Fisk in the house. What's up, buddy? Long time no see, man. How are you? Cheers. Raise a glass to you, brother. Never had Lagavulin before. That's crazy. Oh, interesting. Downer Pass, you never had a Lagavulin. I'm kidding. Yeah, you got to try the Lagavulin 16 at some point. These are your Pete picks. Dark Cove CR. Jazz Festival 2019. I've never had any of those jazz festivals. I've seen the 2015 Jazz Festival for about $300. That seemed, I don't know. Those are NAS, right? I'm pretty sure they're NAS. Let me look. I don't know if I can. $330 or something for one of those. It's steep. Good to see you, Jason. Yeah. The Dark Cove. I've only had the committee release Dark Cove, and I had it at a bar. It was like a whiskey bar that still had it. Really, really good. Probably the best of the committee releases that I've had, and I'm trying to think which ones I've had now. Grooves, Drum, Black, Kelpie. What was the one before that? Or Verdes? Maybe the Verdes. The Dark Cove was by far the best. Grooves was up there though too. Grooves was really good, but it wasn't Dark Cove. Dark Cove is one of those they're gonna have to figure out a way to bring that back. Do it like the Supernova, do the release of it every couple of years. Just put a Dark Cove on the market. People buy it up. Oh, Jazz Fest 17. Party at Fisk's house. Nice, man. Have you opened them yet? You got the committee and the regular. Okay. What did those run you? They're a bit pricier this year. The committee and the regular were like US, man. Around my parts, they were like $130, $140. A little bit pricier than normal, but it's also better than it's also so much better than the drum. I didn't feel too bad. Speaking of the drum, if you want to know how much I didn't really like the drum, I have a bottle of the drum CR right here. How much of that I have left? It's like right here. I still have like half a bottle. Fuck it. I'm gonna pour some after this. We'll do some drum CR. Why not, right? This. Here's the thing about the drum CR. It's not that it's bad. It's just not interesting. Oh, that's not bad, man. 160, 150 Canadian. That's about what I would expect. Yeah. Anyways, the thing about the drum, it's not that it's bad. It's just not interesting. Like when I saw the rum finish, I was immediately a little bit skeptical. I've never had a heavily peated whiskey with a rum finish or any rum maturation whatsoever. So I was a little bit skeptical about how that was going to hold up. Mostly because rum is so sugary sweet and doesn't have a lot of unless it's the strong dynamic flavors of rum when you're thinking like the molasses or like the dark sugar flavor. I just felt like it would blend in so much with the bourbon cask that they use for Ardbeg anyways. So that was kind of my hypothesis. I was a little bit skeptical. And honestly, I don't know if it was that or not that did it, but this was just not that interesting. It just has a nice, sweet, kind of tropical fruit finish. Other than that, it's just a run-of-the-mill Ardbeg. I'm going to throw some in the glass here in a second. This Port Charlotte is so much better. Take good care, Alan. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for swinging by. Sleep well, homie. All right. Since y'all are here, and even on the nose, it smells like banana, like artificial banana candy. Not that anything in here is artificial, but it's just what it smells like. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to have to finish this bottle eventually. Ardbeg drum grooves. No, I wish it was grooves. Oh, cheers, homie. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, that would be that I want to see. I'm telling you though, this is a year. I gassed this for a while, so the banana thing is so strong on this now, and it's overpowering. The peat smoke at least has totally stepped back. This thing might be towards the end of its lifespan, I swear. It's like a banana Jolly Rancher. What's the ABV on this? I don't even remember. 52. Yeah. Any of you guys ever had this one? If not, I know you can still find the drum on the shelf, the regular release. I don't know if I'd bother. I guess I was hoping for more of like a spicy rum finish to this. You know, when you get a good, I mean, usually like Jamaican rum Barbados, where it's got kind of a dark, earthy, spicy quality to it. This, it's just super fruity. It almost seems like it was like aged in a white rum, not a dark rum. Yeah, it's just not great. So youthful. I wonder how old the spirit in this actually was. The finish is the best part, but it's like youthful spice, and then you just have this kind of cloying, again, banana, slightly chocolatey. That's about it. It's just not that interesting. Bummer too. So the one before this, yeah, was the Grooves, which I thought was solid. The Kelpie before that was decent too. But the black, I think, is totally redeemed this one. The black I thought was really solid. I think I did an opening uncorking review of it probably about, I don't know, a couple weeks back, and gave it it was like a 4 out of 5. It was like a 4 out of 5. I thought the black was really solid. And I think that one's fully matured. The black is fully matured in Pinot Noir, if I'm not mistaken. This one I don't think is. I think this is just a finish. Yeah, it just says X bourbon cask rested a while in X rum from the Americas. I mean, can you be more vague? From the Americas, huh? Okay. Yeah, they really hyped it up, but yeah. Not exactly a winner. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Fisky, you're right. It's, I don't know. Generously in like maybe a 3 out of 5, just because it's got a decent amount of Ardbeg smokiness to it, but that might even be a stretch. Yeah. I would stick to buying actual banana cream pie instead of spending $100 on a bottle of Ardbeg drum. I would, yeah. Unless you got a good friend that has some of this sitting underneath their radiator, I would just avoid it. Oh, is that where you are in Jersey? Oh, then you're not far from here at all. For some reason, I thought you were further away, man. I'm in West Philly, just down the road from you. Oh. Anyways. Yeah, I'm already disappointed that I poured this. It's just so uninteresting. And I think it's like, it's not that it's a bad whiskey. What pisses you off about it is that every time you sip it, you're reminded that you were hoping this was going to be good and it wasn't. If you just expected a standard run-of-the-mill bourbon, run-of-the-mill scotch, whatever, usually you accept it on its terms. But this one, it was like, this is a $120 bottle. You were hoping for something magnanimous, and it's just kind of tepid. I've never had the regular release. Maybe the regular release is better for some reason. There you go. Ah, he's in Vegas. Right on, Sin City. What's up, man? All the way across in the desert. What's good in Vegas? 130 degrees, I would assume. This is just one of those disappointing pours, man. It just there's no other way to say it. It's just disappointing. You guys picked up anything recently that you found just underwhelmed the hell out of you? I haven't had anything recently that was too much of a letdown. This was the big letdown from 2019. What else? Oh, yeah, obviously, Mr. Cloudy. Glen Scotia single cask. That was a bit of a letdown, to say the least of it. But other than that, I actually haven't had anything that was too much of a letdown of late. Things have either met expectations or exceeded them, which maybe is just luck of the draw. But in 2019, man, yeah, this one was a real bummer. Donner, instead of putting Jack Daniels in that cream pie, you should just actually use this. I'll send you one of these. I'll just send you the rest of this bottle, buddy, and you can just pour it in there. Yeah, it's like, I don't want to hate on it too much, but it's almost like you were drinking an Ardbeg 10 or an Ardbeg Wheat Beastie, and somebody swung by and decided to drop like a half shot of Bacardi in it. It's just edgy. The finish just falls apart. Even though it's a long finish, it falls apart a little bit. It's the best part because it's the most dynamic, but it just breaks off into like two different things. You get like a nice kind of chocolatey cloying sweetness thing with a little bit of that with the banana thing, and then it's just like edgy pepper spice, youthful whiskey, and it's just those things kind of colliding in the finish. Everything else in it is just sweet and pretty one or two dimensional. Yeah, and the nose is literally just freaking candy bananas, man. Another rum one, huh? I've seen that, like $170, $180. Man, that's a bummer to hear. It's so hard to find those non-core range Springbanks. You know what I mean? Like, they're not the easiest things to come by in local shops. They're even hard to find online. That's one that I see pretty much regularly still here. Most shops have it. It's like $170, $180. And I keep pulling back every time I see it. I see it and I'm like, oh yeah, man, I got to try this. 15-year-old Springbank. How could this go wrong? But I was a little bit Yeah, a little bit hesitant. Telix actually, I think he reviewed it a few months prior, before one of our shows. And he was kind of like middle of the road on it. But he also doesn't take price into consideration. I think if you take price into consideration, that one it just didn't sound like it fit the bill. Because spring banks are always so expensive. So like, if I'm going to invest in a spring bank, I really want to have a little bit of confidence. I can't just be buying up every spring bank I see and taking them hit and miss, you know? So yeah, that's one that I might not mess around with. Does it say what type of rum it's actually aged in, or where the rum comes from, or anything on that? I don't remember if it did. I was looking at the label, but I don't recall. It's better than the drum, though, I'm sure. It has to be, right? Oh, no. Maybe the other release is better. It's funny. I use distiller.com a lot. I used to write my reviews out there before I did whiskey videos. They have a nice database. They have a decent app. So they gave the Ardbeg Drum Committee release 87 out of 100, and they gave the regular release 88. The whiskey community that rated this one gave it a 376 average out of 100, or out of 5. The regular release 399. So there might be something to the fact that somehow the regular 46% ABV one was a little bit better. I don't know. It seemed that's the way people were feeling it. I wonder if it is, man. Maybe it's just the casks were either not as high quality, or it's just the ABV on this was a little bit too much. It kind of overwhelmed it a little bit. Because I suppose with a rum finish, you're ultimately going to get a somewhat more delicate whiskey. I don't know. I'm not going to go run out and buy the regular release, but if any of y'all know, let me know. Yeah, 180. Yeah. Agreed. Standard 10 is great. 15, the 15 spring bank is awesome. One of my favorites. I've never had the 18, mostly because it's almost $200. Again, I just can't afford it. I've never had the 21 or the 25, but I like the 10. I've had the 12. The 12 cast strength is primo. Excuse me. Mark said Scotch is a little more expensive than bourbon. Yeah, most definitely. Partially, especially in the States. If you go over to the UK, it can kind of go the opposite way. You'll see bourbons over there that you pay, $25, $30 here for will be like $60. Even in Europe in general. Again, it's import tax, it's all that kind of stuff. That's the way it goes. I'm going to figure out what to do with the rest of this drum. All right, y'all. I'm going to wrap it up there. It's good to come hang out for a little bit, say hi to everybody. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekends. Take good care. Be well. I will. I'll see y'all on Tuesday at 8. I'm going to be sipping some Willet 4-year, a bunch of different Willet 4-year samples that I got sent to me by Daniel. So we'll be checking those out. We'll talk whiskey. We'll hit up the Glen Scotia single cask, see what's going on with that, and then we'll be reviewing the Aaron 21 with Telix. So should be a lot of fun. Good to spend some time with everybody, man. Y'all take good care. Be well.